If you want to buy cheap, reliable NBA 2K19 MT, please go to dvdj.com. Use the code CRUSH, and if you're not familiar with the process, you can contact them on Twitter. Both links will be in the description. What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video today. Today we're going to do a realistic rebuild over the Phoenix Suns. Yes, the Suns need some help, that's for sure. Their team has relatively been kind of bad this year. Kind of expected this team to take a little bit of a jump. Some people even had the Suns even possibly fighting for the playoffs. I wasn't one of those people, but honestly, the Suns did disappoint just a bit. I did expect them to play a little bit better, but it's all right. We are here to rebuild the Phoenix Suns, and we're going to do that today. So obviously, the Suns, you know, there's some things we could address, and we're going to get to that. So I'll just talk about it as we go through the video. So let's go ahead and just get started, guys. So how you guys been today? If you're an NFL fan, you know why I'm wearing this shirt, man. You know why I'm wearing this shirt. I am a Redskins fan, sadly. And you know, sometimes it can be awful being a fan of them. But we did make a good signing yesterday, but this isn't a football channel, so I won't talk about it too much. So let's see, wow, we dropped all the way to 4. That is the worst thing that could have happened. So we dropped all the way to the 4th spot. Igor Kokoskov. The Suns don't really stick with one head coach usually, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep him. The head scout's actually pretty good, so I'll keep him as well. The assistant could get a little bit better, but I'll leave Igor Kokoskov for now. If he starts to slip up, he will get fired, though. I will let it be known. He's got the 4th pick and the first pick in the 2nd round, so kind of a late 1st round pick. So let's see. Maybe should I try to move up potentially? I like TJ Warren here. I like DeAndre Ayton, of course. Devin Booker. Those two are going to be a nice tandem. Kelly Oubre did his thing this year as well, and I think I'm going to have to re-sign him, hopefully. But I'm going to try to move up. There is one player in mind that I do want, and I'm probably going to need number 2 or number 1 to get him. I'm either going to have to, either I get Zion or I get Ja Morant. Someone taught me how to say his name once, and I just totally forgot. So I'm going to go up to the 2nd pick, hopefully. Let's see if I just traded my late 1st round, they do this. No? Okay. What about if I gave you Eli Okobo plus that? No? Okay, what about that as well? They still don't want to do it. So we got to try to move up. What about a unprotected late 2023 pick that I'll never use in this video? They agree. Let's go. All right, so we do end up moving up 2nd. So the Chicago Bulls get a future 1st rounder. We get the 2nd pick. Let's jump in. Hopefully they don't take Ja Morant. I'd rather have Ja Morant in this video just because I think it makes a little bit more sense. They did not take my guy. Awesome. So draft summary, they took Zion Williamson. The Knicks makes too much sense. I love it. So let's go get the guy we wanted. Murray State, 6'3", 180 pounds. The Suns needed a point guard. They could obviously address it with Terry Rozier. I think Terry Rozier, I did not mean to say my whole draft. I meant to pick in the 2nd round, but I guess it's all right. So who'd they take? Lucas Manich. He ends up being pretty good late, usually, so I guess I'm okay with that. So rookie signing, we'll sign both these guys. Ja Morant, glad to have him here. Team player options. Tyler Johnson unfortunately does accept his horrible contract. This is why I didn't really understand the Suns trying to trade for Tyler Johnson. Like, I just don't think it made a lot of sense, unless if his contract is different in real life. But I guess, because I think on this game it had Ryan Anderson's contract as a or team option. I'm not sure if that's true in real life though, so I guess you never know. But I'm gonna go ahead and renounce some of these players. Rashawn Holmes would be a nice backup center to bring back. Dragan Bender, I don't think I'm gonna bring him back. Kelly Oubre, like I said, I want to bring him back. Troy Daniels not interested in him. But when we look at this roster for now, we got Ja Morant. Tyler Johnson's taking up a lot of our cap space, obviously. DeAnthony Melton here as well. Devin Booker and Mikal Bridges. We got TJ Warren, Josh Jackson still. DeAndre Ayton. So Kelly Oubre could come back and definitely play that small forward while TJ Warren plays that power forward position. I like that. That would work well for me. So what does TJ Warren go down to? He is 6'8". He will go down to a 77. So I'm not going to do that, but basically TJ Warren is going to be our power forward. Just remember that. And then Josh Jackson's still going to come off the bench. Although he has been he hasn't really lived up to expectations as a 4th pick overall, in my opinion. Maybe I don't watch enough Suns games. If you're a Suns fan, let me know what you think of your guy So Kelly Oubre only wants 9.37 mil, which isn't too bad. I think I'll definitely give him a 3-year deal. He did play well with the Suns. I'm gonna give him a 4-year, 3-year plus player option. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that contract. Okay, and then Richaun Holmes, I wanted to get him back as well. He is a decent backup center for us. So Richaun Holmes, I would definitely take you for 3 seasons. So keep this core together is basically what I'm trying to think of. So I think we had a very nice addition. D'Angelo Russell would have been a nice point guard to pick up as well, but I like what we got. So Jamorant and Tyler Johnson, unfortunately, is going to be backup point guard. I don't see anyone in the league taking Tyler Johnson. It just doesn't. I mean, he's an expiring contract, I guess, but might as well just keep him, let him walk after the season. So he's going to be our backup point guard, 27 years old. And then we got Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, TJ Warren, Oubre, Josh Jackson. Got a backup center, maybe get a backup shooting guard, send Mikal Bridges to the G League or something, maybe even, yeah, and we can send DeAnthony Melton there as well. Actually, no, I think he expires, yeah, so probably can't do that. But power 4 position, let's get another backup 4 or something. Let's get a backup 4 real quick. How much money do we even have left? Probably negative, or 2.52, so we could probably get a decent power forward, a backup power forward. We could sign Jabari Parker for 1 season, I bet. Let me see if I could afford Jabari Parker. Maybe he'll take that. I don't know if he would. Maybe he will. 1 year, 8.94 million for Jabari Parker. Let's see if he takes it. Up to he goes to Utah. That sucks. Okay, so I thought I had a chance at him. Markieff Morris. Actually, no, that didn't work out. So I was actually about to sign Markieff Morris, but that did not work out at all. So I don't expect him to ever come back. Vonleh is a decent backup. Chuck Diallo, Jordan Bell, Michael Beasley, Marquise Chris, and Serge Ibaka, man. Holy crap, those two went at it yesterday. Jesus, I did not expect, like, that was just insane. I don't know. Bobby Portis, I could see myself signing Bobby Portis for 1 year off the bench. I wouldn't mind that if he wants to, or even sign him long term. Actually, 2 years for Bobby Portis. I don't know. Maybe. Can we do that? Why not? Why not? Bobby Portis. Get some Bobby Portis in here. Alright, let's move him to the power forward position. And then he is going to be a power forward. Obviously, they're probably going to plug him in as a starter. We could start him if we wanted to. Which, it's not too bad. I might start him. I don't know. Let's see. What's his 3-point shot looking like? It's a B+. Cool. Yeah, because Kelly Oubre could still come off the bench. He kind of was pretty good in that role at the beginning when he did get to the Suns. So might just do that. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate to next year. Obviously not a whole lot done here, but next offseason we'll have a little bit more money, flexibility to do stuff. And kind of just letting this young roster grow together. Hopefully we're going to send a couple players to the G League maybe. And then Mikal Bridges probably actually end up staying. He's already a 77 overall. So kind of already getting pretty good. But I really like where this team is headed now that we got Ja Morant. We're going to be pretty good, I think. DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker, Ja Morant with these role players plugged in, I think would be a nice big 3. So let's see what happens. Really excited for this team right now. Hopefully something goes well. Maybe we make playoffs. Surprise everybody. I don't know. We'll see. Didn't end up making the playoffs, which is okay. We went 39-43. So this is kind of what I expected. I wanted us to compete a little bit. Maybe get to the playoffs, but we're going to be on the outside looking in, which is okay. It's not a big deal. I can live with that. We got Denver and New Orleans, which is an interesting Western Conference Finals, and Philly and Toronto. We got Toronto on Philly 4-0, and Denver and New Orleans 2. See, look, Anthony Davis, you don't have to leave New Orleans. Kidding. Okay. Anyway. Jumping to well, let me show you guys the player stats real quick. I guess I haven't even looked at them myself, so let's look at them. Player stats. We got D Book averaging around 24 points. Ja Morant with 20, which is pretty good, and 10 assists, might I add. And then DeAndre Ayton with 16 and 11, about 2 blocks. So, and Bobby Portis got 14 points too, which is pretty good. And then TJ Warren with 12. So our starting 5 was pretty good. Like, this is not a bad. And then Kelly Oubre did his thing off the bench as well. So our starting 5 was not bad by any means, not by any stretch of the imagination. So basically we just gotta get better in the bench, basically, and I think we should be good after that. So for the draft lottery, we should get another pick, hopefully in the lottery. We are projected the 10th pick, or no, we get the 10th pick. Never mind. And then staff signing Igor Kokoskov. Just because I want to go all in for this last season, I'm going to fire him. Get the best staff I can possible. So let's get this guy, hopefully. And then let's go for head coach first. Michael Stauffer. I always get this guy, but why not? And then assistant coach. Let's get Otis New. Sign. Wow, we get both those guys, but we get Jacob Underwood. Well, Michael Stauffer's still here, so let's see if he accepts that. He does. So got the staff I wanted. Assistant GM. I usually don't mess with this, but you know what? Why not for today? Benjamin Moore. Why does that look like? I don't know. That looked familiar. That looked like Jason Kidd and Steve Smith mixed together. Or am I tripping? I don't know. Dirk Nowitzki could be my assistant coach. Conrad Oakley. Hey, this was the coach in like NBA 2K15. All right, whatever. I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna let them sign whoever they want. But we got a pretty good staff for what we wanted. So now for the NBA draft, we got the 10th pick and the 18th pick from the Bucks and a second round pick. So not a whole ton of players I want to trade here. Luka Samanic is coming back. He's going to be a 75 overall. I don't know, man. Could we get something good for this guy? Bogdan and Willie Cauley-Stein? No, interested in that. Maybe we should just draft here, I think. Let's just draft. Let's get better. Let's just get a little bit more cheaper out here. 10th pick. We can get Isaiah Stewart, James Wiseman, who actually I think is pretty good. So James Wiseman out of Memphis. And then let's get the 18th pick. Let's get Isaiah Stewart. Yeah, why not? Washington, 6'10". So send to the end. And just like that, we should be pretty good. 10th pick, we got a 78 overall James Wiseman. Then we got a 78 overall Isaiah Stewart. So what a draft for us. Very good. Martinez. I'm going to go ahead and accept. I'm not going to worry about resigning or signing him, though. And then player options, we got DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges, who is up to an 84 now. I did end up sending him to the G League. Let Tyler Johnson play that backup shooting guard role. Melton, I'm not worried about bringing you back because we actually have quite a bit of depth now. So contract extensions, salary cap table, negative 32.58 million. Let's see if that's going to change at all. I don't think it will, but you know what? I could be wrong. Let's see. We're going to get about 2.41 million, give or take. So now when we look at our roster, we got Jamorant, Devin Booker, and Mikal Bridges, which the shooting guard position is perfect. And then, like I said, point guard position is good. Warren and Kelly Oubre are good. Josh Jackson, Bobby Portis, Isaiah Stewart, and Luka. So could trade for a better backup somewhere else, which we could. We could maybe like trade Rashawn Holmes since we got James Wiseman now and Luka. Or yeah, we could trade Luka, or not even Luka. We could Luka Doncic. No, could trade Isaiah Stewart. Whatever we want to do. So I'm gonna try for a trade. Josh Jackson just hasn't really lived up to what I want him to yet. So what if we had Josh Jackson and Rashawn Holmes? I don't know how much this would get us out here, but let's go take a look. So first round pick and Zubac from the Clippers, which actually isn't a bad trade by any means. Get Darren Collison, Harry Giles, I know. 2 first rounders from the Mavericks, a 2022 and a 2024. This actually is a pretty good trade, honestly, because basically you're getting 2 first round picks, like 2 future first rounders for guys you may not even need. Josh Jackson, you don't know if you want to resign him. He hasn't been the greatest. Let's keep looking though. Austin Rivers, I think Austin Rivers was on the Sun for like 0.2 seconds or something. Jordan Bell, I'll take the 2 first round picks in return, because like, why not? I mean, this gives us some money. Josh Jackson, you know, he just hasn't really lived up to what I want him to. He's going to be a free agent after this year. Maybe he'll get good with the Mavericks. Rashawn Holmes, we got James Wiseman now out of the draft. Expecting him to be pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and do this trade because we have a ton of depth already. So 2 first round picks in return. I don't think that's a bad deal by any means. And now we got the depth is a little bit more defined. And Luka Samanic could go to the G League or whatever we want him to do or whatever. So probably won't play this year. But shooting guard, now we can focus on getting a better backup point guard, and that gave us about 15.53 million to do so. So let's see what is best available out here. Goran Dragic from the Phoenix Suns did play for the Suns at one point. Could a reunion make sense here? Reggie Jackson, Shabazz Napier, maybe Goran Dragic could retire with the Suns. Terry Rozier is here as well. I know the Suns were interested in him at one point, but I don't know. I kind of like the idea of Goran Dragic possibly returning to his team that he once played for at the beginning of his career, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go make sure I'm correct on that. Goran, there's also Kyle Lowry, Jamal Murray, but let me see. Let me make sure that is correct. I think he started his career with Phoenix, but I'm not for sure. Okay, here it is. He started his career with Phoenix, yes. So he got traded to Houston. I did not know that. Interesting. So I will go ahead and give Goran Dragic a 2-year deal to come off the bench for Phoenix. Because, you know, why not? Let's do it. 2-year. Gonna man the... yeah, that's not bad. 2-year deal for Goran Dragic. I know he doesn't fit the timeline of the team at all, but... I mean, why not? And that's basically all we need. We got all the depth we got. We don't need anyone else, so really like this team. I think we should be able to make the playoffs now that we added some more depth to everywhere. DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker, and Ja Morant. Mikal Bridges will be added to the team. Goran Dragic goes down 1. Not really a big deal, though. And yeah, so basically we get 2. That's awesome. We get to send one of these players to the G League as well, so W all around for us, very much. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the 9-man rotation that we got. Looking very good. I like this a lot. It's not bad at all. So auto generate them rookies, of course, and then they're not gonna do it in another season. Untapped potential. Let's go see what potentials we got. So we got an A. Let's get Devin Booker's up to an A+. No, it won't go up to an A+. All right, never mind. That was a waste of untapped potential. What about Mikal Bridges? Can we get, or TJ? Let's get Mikal Bridges up to an A-. That's good. All right, so now we look at the team. They want to start Kelly Oubre over TJ Warren. I know Michael Stauffer wants to run a 11-man rotation, but I've always personally been a fan of 9-man rotation. Whoever's on the outside looking in is going to the G League. So Ja Morant, Devin Booker, Kelly Oubre, Bobby Portis, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges, TJ Warren, James Wiseman, and Goran Dragic. Fortunately, Isaiah Stewart, we're going to go to the G League just because we don't need you for now. So you're going to become pretty good, though, trust me. So once you are coming back to the league, you'll be pretty good. So very, very good. I like this team a lot. So this is looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. I'm gonna let this season sim through. We should make the playoffs, I think, this last season, and hopefully we can be pretty good contenders when we get there. Most improved player goes to DeAndre Ayton with 19 points, 14 rebounds, 2 blocks, 33% from 3. Please be in the playoffs. We are 6th seed. One of those cases where all the records are super low. I just don't understand why 2K does that sometimes. It's kind of weird. Conference standings, look at that. 42-40, 41-41. That's looking like the East over here. 39-43. All right. Let's go look at these player stats real quick before we get started. Player stats, we have 20.6 for Devin Booker, 18.7. Ja Morant with 19 or 17 and 9. Kind of want him to get up there in a double-double range because he's been flirting with it basically. And then yeah, so not a bad team by any means. Pretty good stat line. So 42-40, we're facing the LA Lakers in the first round. You know, this could go either way, to be honest. So let's see what goes on. We're up 1-0 to start, up 2-0. Can we sweep Los Angeles? Do not blow 3-0 lead. That is the last thing you're going to do. Okay, we went in 6 games, so we are going to make it to the second round. Facing the OKC Thunder. Russell Westbrook getting in trouble again. Not really in trouble, but I mean, I'm sure all of us have heard about it by now, but Russell Westbrook and a fan, you know, just kind of had some beef yesterday. I kind of believe, as much as Westbrook makes me mad sometimes, because like, I'm a Westbrook fan, like, don't get me wrong, but whenever he faces the Blazers, I hate him. I don't know why. I just like, because he uses, like, obviously the way he is, that's what he does to like, he starts talking crap to the fans, whatever. This is what Westbrook is, and I love Westbrook. He's a great player and all, but whenever he does it to Blazers fans, it makes me mad. It gets under my skin. Or he talks to Dame, talks bad on Dame, makes me mad. But other than that, I like Westbrook personally, but I tend to believe Westbrook that if the fan probably did say something really rude, I don't think Westbrook would have threatened to beat a woman if he didn't say anything. I just don't think that makes a lot of sense. I think that guy was lying. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Westbrook, as we were talking about him, wins Finals MVP. This is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.